I take great pleasure in welcoming to Into the Fire the talented young defender, Norwood's top draft pick, and possible father-son in this year's draft, son of a legend, Max Michalanney. Nice to meet you, Max.
Nice to meet you too, LJ. Thanks for having me.
Good to have you on, mate. So, Max, my dad raves about how good your dad was when he played for Norwood. Much before both out times, it must be said. Does he bring out the old VHS tapes and show you his highlights? Some might even be in colour.
No, Dad's pretty quiet about his footballing career. We've all kind of heard about it from family, friends, and friends. People on the street sometimes stop him and say hello, but he's pretty modest about his playing days. He's more worried about his kids' football type of thing. Yeah.
Yeah. Seriously, your dad is a Norwood legend, centre half forward with a massive 3 premierships. How big a part has he played in your development? Four premierships, sorry.
Yep. No, definitely played a big part in my development. Taught me how to kick, taught me all the basics and things growing up. It was actually me and my brother's junior coach from about under 10s to under 14s. He's definitely played a big role. I wouldn't be here without him.
Yeah, sounds like a great guy and a great dad.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Now, you followed in his footsteps, playing for the Redlegs. It must have been a proud moment pulling on the red and blue and seeing Dad's name around the club. Do you ever think about how cool it is to follow your dad's legacy?
Yeah, definitely. I think growing up, I didn't really realise how big of a career he had. As I said, he was really modest about it and didn't really say too much. But I could see the joy in his face when me and my brothers are all pulling on the Nord Guernsey for the first time, and even this week coming up. He loves the club and he loves us all playing for him. So yeah.
Yeah. Now, you're a Ross Trevor boy. I've interviewed quite a few boys from over there over the years. A school steeped in footy history. Even last year, Hugh Jackson and Alistair Lord were drafted. Do you have a good rapport with those boys and maybe chat about their experience as you embark on this year?
Yeah. I'll start with Lordy. Lordy's one of my best mates. Went to school with him. Played a lot of Nord footy with him. School footy, things like that. Knew him since I was about 10. So yeah, he's definitely been a good bloke. Looks after me. And Hugh Jackson, he's definitely a good player, isn't he? I guess played a bit of school footy with him as well. It was good to see how he went about it. And then there's still a lot of good talent coming out of the school, like Tyson Walls this year.
Yeah, 2 legends and are going to be great in the big league, aren't they?
Yeah, definitely. Big careers ahead of them.
Yeah. How's the footy been at Ross Trevor and what do you like as a student?
So I'll start with how footy was at Ross Trevor. I found it to be the most enjoyable football I've ever played under a good coach, Jimmy Allen. Obviously, all my mates were playing. The school got around it. Intercol was one of the biggest days of the year. Loved playing in that, even though we lost. It's definitely a very good experience to hear the boys cheering for you and things like that.
Yeah.
And as a student, I graduated last year. I was all right as a student, I suppose. Wasn't the best, wasn't the worst, but I definitely enjoyed my time at school.
Yeah. That's the way to go, mate.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tell me about your footy as a junior level. Did you always play in defence? And what club did you play for?
No, so growing up, I lived in Tajuna. As I said, my dad was coaching. One of my brothers was playing in the team. And then I moved to Adelaide when I was under 12s. So I was playing for Glenunga. Played a lot of midfield there. Played midfield and forward lines until about, I think it was under 15s. I wasn't breaking into the Nord under 16 side as a midfielder. So they shut me down back. And I've been there ever since, really.
Yeah, good choice, you reckon?
Yeah. I wasn't too happy about it at the start. I wanted to be up front kicking goals, but definitely found my home down back and really enjoying my footy, yeah.
Yeah, good to hear. Now, let's tell people about what you bring to the game. You're an awesome defender who can play on both talls and smalls, a great attribute for a 193-centimetre player. You have great hands and your marking and positioning is elite. Your intercept marking is a real asset. You're fantastic, exciting, and in the defence, and with great skills and clean ball use. So, Mr. Composed, what are the areas of improvement for you?
Thanks for that, LJ. Very kind words. I think going forward this year, I'd really want to improve my kicking. No one goes at 100%, so definitely want to get my kicking up. And just keep improving on my marks, trying to get more intercept marks, and just getting a bit stronger in the body, a bit stronger, a bit fitter, so I can play on those bigger bodies more easily.
Yeah, there's always something to work on.
That's right.
Yeah. Your state stuff last year was awesome. Seeing you earn MVP honours for SA, that must have been a cool accolade.
Yeah, it was a privilege. There was a lot of players deserving of that award. Luckily, it went to me, but I'm very thankful that I got the chance to play for SA. Love my time, and hopefully get another chance this year.
Yeah, I know you will. You played in the game against WA and were really solid against the older boys. How did you feel you went, and what was it like testing yourself against guys who were now in the AFL?
Yeah, it was a great opportunity playing the state 19s last year over in WA. Just playing on Optus Stadium alone was quite a highlight, but I didn't think I went too bad. I wasn't going into it expecting too much. I was very nervous, but it was good to see playing against those future AFL players and seeing where they all end up now. So yeah.
Yeah, it would have been a good experience.
Definitely, yeah.
Yeah. Let's get to the inevitable. Your dad played over 200 games for Norwood, so qualifying you for father-son at Adelaide Crows. You're going to be a great player and highly touted, so they will want you. Have you made any decisions around whether you'll nominate that or not?
This early in the season, it's pretty hard to tell. They might not want me. It's still a long way to go towards getting drafted, but that's definitely been good to me. They've looked after me. I've been training there a fair bit. All the boys get around me and things like that. They're all very nice and welcoming. So it'd be good to repay the favour, yeah.
Yeah, and I'm definitely having my fingers crossed you go to Adelaide Crows.
You're a Crow supporter, are you?
Yep, big Crow supporter.
Good man.
Yeah. Now, talking of the Crows, you got to train with them. How did that go? And who took you under their wing? Were you starstruck by anyone?
Yeah, it was a bit odd. Growing up as a Crows fan, playing with training, I should say, with Tex Walker and Rory Sloan, it was all a bit odd. But now it's, I've kind of, I guess, found it a bit more normal, I suppose, being around those boys a lot more. I was paired up on my first day with Will Hamill. So he's been good, making sure I'm in the right places when I should be, not missing any meetings. But yeah, a lot of the boys like Riley O'Brien, those leaders like Ben Keys are just extremely nice. They look after me. So really good experience.
It is a good club, Adelaide, isn't it?
Yeah, a lot of good players and a lot of good blokes.
Yeah, definitely. Have you guys done your testing this year? If you have, how did you go? How did the yo-yo treat you, mate?
I was actually late for the state testing this year, unfortunately. But yeah, I've taken part in it in the last couple of years. The yo-yo definitely wasn't a highlight. It was pretty tough, but yeah.
Yeah, certain people don't really like the yo-yo, I don't think. Probably not the best.
No, hurts the legs, hurts the belly. Yeah. Gets you puffed out.
Yeah. Some simple footy questions. You go to testing at the combine. What are you stoked to do, and what do you dread? I'm guessing that one's the yo-yo.
Yeah, the yo-yo and the 2K time trial. Don't think I'd be too keen for that. But I think everyone's excited for the 20-meter sprint and the vertical leap process. Always get the boys fired up. So yeah, I guess looking forward to those two.
Yeah. Which player do you think you played most like in the AFL?
Yeah, it's a tough question. It's hard to compare yourself to someone at that level, I think. But I really like how Jake Lever from the Melbourne Demons goes about it. And definitely Tom Duday from the Adelaide Crows. Two very good players. I'd like to take a bit out of their game and put it into mine.
Yeah, it is a shame Jake Lever had to leave the Adelaide Crows, though, isn't it?
Yeah, it's devastating about it. But no, he's gone all right over in Melbourne, isn't he?
Yeah, he is. Who are your best mates in the stateside?
So I played a lot of footy with Tyson Walls. One of my mates I went to school with at Ross Trevor. Played footy at Norwood with him growing up. He's definitely a very good player. One to watch this year. He's one of my best mates. And then I gel really well with Nick Sadler. Played a lot of junior footy with him with the Glenunga Rams. And I wouldn't say there's any bad blokes at all in the state team. Get along with them all really well. So yeah, good to keep up with them.
Yeah. Okay, let's ask some non-footy questions, mate. What do you like to do in your spare time?
What I like to do, me and the boys play a lot of basketball. Love playing basketball. Play a bit of PlayStation 4 with the boys.
Oh yeah.
And just hanging out with them. Really, don't really have to be doing too much, but just going to see them, say hi, see how they're going, things like that. It's always good.
Awesome. Sounds like you have a bit of fun.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. If you had to cook a meal, what would you impress with?
I wouldn't say I'm the best cook. Don't have too much experience cooking. Probably just go for a pasta like spaghetti meatballs or spaghetti bolognese, something like that. Nice and easy, but everyone loves it.
Yeah, it's a common answer, but yeah, it's so good, isn't it?
That's right. Hard to go wrong with it.
Yeah. You get to go and play in any other sport. What would you do best in?
I grew up playing a lot of cricket. Wouldn't say I'm any good at it, but yeah, probably have more experience with that than any other sport. So I'll probably give that a crack.
Where do you reckon you'd play? Batter, bowler, on the field, wicket keeper?
They'd probably hide me on the field somewhere. Might field fine leg or something. Try and bowl some overs. Probably wouldn't do too well facing Mitch Stark or anything. But yeah, probably be a bit hopeless. But
yeah. What's your go-to video game?
Go-to video game? I'd probably say Fortnite again.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't want to hear it, but it's back. Enjoy playing it with the boys. Don't play PlayStation as much as I used to, but if I was to get on now, I'd probably play that. Yeah.
Yeah, so you're a PlayStation man, not an Xbox?
No, definitely a PlayStation man. Been a PlayStation man my whole life. Had the PS1 and the PS3. So yeah, definitely.
Yeah, that's good to hear. Now,
Are you a
Max.
PlayStation? Oh, you
Yeah, I'm a PlayStation man. Don't really like the Xboxes.
Good man.
Yeah.
Good man.
Now, Max, you're a great player, and you may think you're safe at back and the defensive end of the ground, but you never know when you're needed or when the big game winning goal may be needed, and you're shifted forward. So, Max, you have to be ready, not for the moment, but the celebration. It's important knowing you're a defender. I know you won't have one, so you can have mine. The Into the Fire.
Into the fire. That's very fancy, very fancy. I reckon if I ever get a chance to kick a goal, I'll do that into the fire.
Yeah, I reckon you will, and I reckon it's going to be pretty good.
Pretty good. That's right. Looking forward to it. Hopefully this weekend.
Hopefully. Well, Max, you're a great guy, and you have a long AFL career coming. So I wish you all the best this year, and I can't wait to see your name called out later in the year. Good luck, mate.
Thanks, AJ. Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
Good to chat, mate.